Good evening and welcome to another edition of SAFC Fan TV's Sunday Bunch down here. Joining me on the panel tonight, we've got Mike, Terry and Shah. Mike, how's your day been? What have you been up to on this glorious Sunday?
Not bad. Just recovering with having the kids all weekend. They're off for the holidays now, aren't they? So I've got another week of that yet.
Well, see, you will have kids. Mine are all grown up and gone. There you go. Terry, how's your day been?
Yeah, nice and relaxed. A bit tight today, but been for a nice walk in the sunshine.
Fair enough. That's good. And we've been joined by Shah. Now, Shah is a regular at the Wheat Sheaf when I do my show. Now, we collared her last time and said, why don't you come on? Because she's a massive Sunderland fan. So welcome to the channel, Shah. How's your day been? What have you been up to today? Don't tell me you've been in the pub.
I haven't actually.
Whoa.
For once.
But you've had a good day, yeah?
Yeah. Just been for a walk and chilling.
Fantastic. Aye. Well, we actually went out. We took Colin out for a walk down to Harrington Park. Nice sunny day today. Right. Don't forget, of course, we are live, which means you can join us via the live chat if you want to have your say. Already on there, DJ Sizzler Watson. Evening to everybody. Hi. Tony Lee is on there. All right, Monkey and the SAFC team. He did say Monkey and the lads, but it's not all the lads. Peter Sokol on there as well. So a little bit later on, we will tell you about Football Prizes running another fantastic, massive Sunderland competition, and it's only 39 pence to enter. So watch out for that. We'll give you news on that as well. So yesterday, Sunderland went down to the Hawthorns. West Brom 0, Sunderland 1. Nice 3 points. I want to start off with the starting lineup. Terry, no changes. Were you happy with the starting lineup when you saw it?
Yeah, I didn't think there'd be any changes. To be fair, I mean, I thought maybe he could have started me end over Easter, but end of the day, we went on Saturday, so I didn't think he'd make any changes. So I was quite happy.
That's fair enough. Mike, were you happy when you saw the team lineup?
Yeah, it was nice to see a bit of a stronger bench than last week, and obviously a winning team, you don't want to change it. I'm probably on the same wavelength as Terry, that I think Meander deserves us more of a start. Other than that, yeah, it was all good.
Right, fair enough. Shah, when you saw the team, was you happy that?
Yeah, I was quite. That's all right, team. And as the same, don't change it. It's working. Leave it.
Right, fair enough. So don't. If it's not broke, don't fix it. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, okay then. So overall performance yesterday. Good game, good to watch. Scrappy, what did you think, Mike?
Yeah, it not very convincing, if I'm honest. We absorbed pressure well. We did all right that front, but I mean the fact that they had 20 odd shots to our 7, the ref was favouring us in the first half, then favouring them in the second half. It was the weirdest game I've watched for a while, but it's just not convincing enough at 1-0, and we're still making the simple mistakes of when we get it clear, not pushing out with it and not controlling it, just going for this over the top ball all the time.
Right, okay. Shah, when you watched the game, were you happy with it? Was it a tough watch, or what do you think?
I thought it was a little bit better. I thought we played better. I wasn't screaming at the telly as much. I just keep getting really frustrated, but I actually thought this is a little bit better. I actually was all right. I mean, yeah, there was a few moments where you sort of were like, oh, again, but overall, I think we played better.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like Mike says, I mean, they did have a lot of shots, and to be honest, I mean, the way I saw it, Patterson didn't really have a lot to do. A couple of saves he needed to make and stuff like that, but wasn't really threatened that much. Terry, overall performance, what did you think?
Yeah, it was much better than the Coventry game. Let's face it. I mean, it wasn't as good as the Millwall game, but better than the Coventry game. And that was a workmanlike performance, wasn't it? I mean, let's face it, you're away to West Brom, Tony Mowbray in charge, difficult game. They're going for the playoffs, so I was obviously over the moon with the win, but I thought, backs against the wall second half, that's the way we kind of play our football at the moment, where we just defend, and it's like the alley mode. But like you said, Patterson didn't really have that much to do. One good save, I think he did. And our defence was pretty solid, and I thought the defence played really well.
Yeah, pretty good defensive display. I thought. Quickly go to the chat on here. Ian Brown's come on. He said we have to start Lefay every match. If we're paying him 65 grand a week for 30 minutes gameplay off the bench. To be fair, he has been injured, so I mean he's sort of like working his way back in. But we'll get on to Lefay a little bit later on. Robbie Mack says. It ain't over till it's over. Robbie Mack, I'm with you all the way, mate. Definitely. Don't forget, of course, we got 80 people on the stream at the moment. If you just hit the like button, the thumbs up, do that for us. We try and hit 100 likes if we can on a Sunday. It'll take you a second to do that. And don't forget, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching, please subscribe. It'll cost you nothing. Terry.
Why we've mentioned Lefay there to do with his wages. I can't imagine we paid £65,000 a week wages for Lefay. Do you?
I think so. I think it's something to do with not having to pay any transfer fees and stuff like that, and what have you. So I think it probably weighs up. I mean, it is a lot of money, but I mean that's the rumor. I mean, still not as much as you're on, Terry.
I can't imagine we paying £65,000 a week for a player. I really cannot.
Right, okay. Well, if anybody's in the know and you've seen his wage slip, then tip us the wink. Like I say, you can get in touch via the live chat. Emma, our very own Emma, is on there, says, evening all, and hello, Shah. There you go.
Hi, Emma.
Shah's got your place tonight, Emma, because you never bothered getting back to me this afternoon, but I'm not going to harp on about it and go on about it. So, Pixel Rich, thumbs up. Done, folks. Thank you very much.
Well, Philly, my eyesight must be going because when I first saw Shah, I thought it was Emma. I mean, I just saw a blonde person in the distance.
All right, okay. So you thought it was Emma? Oh, that's an insult.
Terry, it's Mike, not Conrad. I know I've shaved my head just in case you get that mixed up as well.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I actually thought it was Only Feels in SAFC. Oh, it's Mike.
Right, okay. Tony Lee mentions Watson on it. We've got a little section we're going to do on Tommy Watson anyway, so we'll not go into that. So Tony will come back to that anyway, and you can have your say on that if you wish. Wilson Isidore, quiet again. I mean, do you think he earned a start yesterday? Certainly. I mean, we're going to go into the Norwich game. Does he deserve to be in the starting lineup at the moment? He is a little bit off the boil. Shah, do you want to start us off with that?
I personally like him, so I'm not really have a bad word said. No, I think he does look a little bit tired, but I think he's still got it, and I think he's still there. But yeah, I like him, so I'm biased.
I mean, he's one of them players that can just do nothing all game and then break away with the ball and put it in the net. So, you've got to say, his worth's there. It's just still infuriates me why we don't just leave him on the halfway line when they get a corner. A couple of times yesterday, it came out, nobody there. And he's brilliant at that game. That part of his game is superb. Leave him on the halfway line. If it comes out, he's away. And I just can't understand why we don't do that. Terry was a bit quiet yesterday. I mean, is he deserving of us being in the starting lineup?
I mean, let's face it. I mean, he didn't get much service either, did we? We weren't really starting on the attack on foot and creating loads of chances. So, to be fair to the bloke, he only gets scraps in games. And him and Mienda, I mean, they're both swings and roundabouts. Mienda seems to come strong lately over the last few weeks, where Isadore's had his big, he's got a lot of good goals this season. Played his big part for Sunderland, by big part for Sunderland, and obviously now he's looking a bit tired, and Mienda's just looking a little bit more sort of more eye on goal. But at the end of the day, I think he's still, it's up there to read the slippery. I think either one of them could start for me, to be honest.
Right, okay. So I'll come to you, Mike. Emma's back on the chat. Being asleep, still rough. What we didn't tell you was Emma was at a party last night. In fact, it was her 60th birthday. So come have a round of applause, please, for Emma on her 60th birthday. And it was her party. So that's why she is feeling a little bit rough.
I heard
Mike,
she's at a party every week. I think it's just that one personal party, isn't it?
Mike Wilson at the door. What's your thoughts on him?
I mean, like you say, he can do nothing and then all of a sudden have a magic touch. He's that kind of player, but I think we're not playing to his strengths. When he's received through balls along the floor, like in front of him, and he can turn and outpace, it's worked well. We're just playing this hoof it over and hope he can do something magic with it every single time. With the quality of midfield we've got, I'm baffled why we don't play through it more often.
Right, okay. A little bit on that subject there. Alan Gardner is on the chat. He says, "Hi lads." Sorry about that, Shah. It should be hi lads and lasses. There you go. But he says, "How is this a door off form? We just defend and then hoof it over the top, and he's left to chase down lost causes. No wonder he's knackered. Great result. Awful to watch." I sort of agree. I didn't like watching it. It was a tough watch, but we got the job done. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and like Terry said, he's not getting much service, but I think one of his strong points is that ball over the top and running onto it, and if anybody can do that job well, it's certainly him. Terry?
Yeah, I mean, it's time for a change in the middle, let's face it. I think the likes of Neil and Job and Rig, they're not given sort of Isidore anything to run through, like Mike says. And I think when Lefay gets fit, if they have a player on £60,000 a week, way above anybody else on the wages, to play him out of position for the rest of the season would be criminal. We've got to play the bloke in his right position. He might help Isidore and Mienda score goals, create goals.
Right, okay. Just very quickly back on the chat. Emma says, "You cheeky sods." I don't know what she's on about there. Pixel Rich says, "A big happy birthday to Emma. Sounds like you enjoyed it." Emma, he's joking. My birthday is in July. I'm only 40. Emma, looks can be deceiving. Then, right, okay, fair enough. Right, okay. Don't forget to hit that like button. We got, on my computer, I'm on 36. We might be on more at the moment.
Never true a word said, Phil. Never true a word said. I thought Emma was on the show.
Well, there you go. So
I've only got one eye, mine, so didn't blame us. I've only got one good eye. You're the ones that are really good eye.
No excuse.
It's not a Japanese one, is it?
No, it's just a poor eye. I lost my eye when I was a kid, so I mean, it's not very good.
All right, fair enough. I lost my mind when I was a kid. Right. Okay. Where we at? Yes, hit the like button. Give us a thumbs up. That's all you got to do. We're trying to get to 100, as we do on a Sunday.
Do that.
And you can do that. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It helps out. 102 people on the stream at the moment. Thanks to you lot for tuning in. Right. I want to get on to corners because this is becoming a massive pet hate of mine at the moment. We're just shit at corners. I don't know what it is. I mean, the amount of times we'll get a corner and it's put in and it's just a terrible ball in, and it happened a couple of times again yesterday, West Brom. Do we need new corner takers? Or do we need our corner takers to be in training, practicing taking corners, which sounds ridiculous when they're on so much money a week and you can't even do the basics. Mike? What are your thoughts on corners at the moment?
I've said it for the last, most of this season. We've obviously got no decent set piece coach in there, and we need a decent set piece coach in. And if you can't,
sorry, Mike, can I quickly jump in? Hume's goal last week against Millwall was definitely off the training pitch.
Yeah, but when it comes to corners and stuff like that, it's clearly not working, is it? And if you can't do the corners, then the least you should do is what West Brom were doing with the corners and float them over the top, and there's a 50-50 chance it's going to land with someone. We're trying this high pace to the front post ball, and nobody's ever there for it. So I don't understand who's lacking, who's supposed to be there, because that's where they're sending it all the time.
Yeah, fair enough. Terry, corners, you think they're all right, or are they becoming a bit of a problem for us?
Can we not ask the referee to give us a free kick instead?
That's going to work, isn't it?
But I mean, let's face it. If Roberts can't put a corner in the box, then he shouldn't be playing football, should he? It's not rocket science. He's been doing it for plenty of years now. So if who else is there? Hume's taking a few corners. Mundle's out knackered now. Watson's not really going to get a game. So who else can take corners? Brown can take corners. But apart from that, I mean, what's wrong with the likes of Dan Neil and Joe putting a corner in? Can they not take corners? I mean, surely a professional footballer can put a ball in the penalty box. I mean, no, it's not hard, is it?
Right, okay. Just very quick before I come to you, Shah, on that. Back to the chat. Alan Gardner says, oops, sorry, Emma. Say hello to you too. Alan, man, you're just digging a deeper hole for yourself here. You know, you said hi, lads, and then you're calling Shah Emma. But there you go, Terry. You mistook it for Emma as well. So
I did for about 2 seconds, and the rest of the time was just taking
all right, there you go. Also on here, DJ says, look, we'll come back to that because that's a Tommy Wright thing. Shaw, corners, are they becoming a problem for us?
Well, we've got a lot of problems, to be fair. But, yeah, corners, shite. Yeah, I do like Paddy Roberts, but he's just off as well. The same. I don't know why other people are taking corners, not taking corners. Just give them a chance. We've got to change it for something because it's just not working. It's just crappy football. It's like, oh, it's a corner. Yeah, nah, nothing's going to happen. There's no like opportunities there. There's nobody in there for the ball, which I think that happens a lot. We're like, there's nobody in the box. Where are they? What they're doing?
Well,
doing forward rolls and rolling into the bloody goal.
Yeah. That was funny though.
Why don't we make Luke go 9 take corners? He just pisses about in the penalty box. Doesn't he?
He's done a few saves in his time. Like he's saved Pato's arse a few times.
Yeah, that's why he belongs in the defensive area. Just put him on the corner. Don't take a corner. Can't be Weston his penalty.
Right, okay, listen. Back to the chat then. Dean SAFC fans, is it a coincidence that Trey is the player for April on the calendar? That's a fair. Well, to be honest though, I mean, on the SAFC Fan TV calendar, Emma is the April, and we're all topless on our. On our
affiliate told me Emma was January, February, March, April, May.
Listen, honestly, Emma, topless. We can't even get the calendar shut. Honestly, right? Listen,
why is it a 3D calendar? Like,
you know what?
Is it a 3D calendar?
No, people do know. It's an idea, man. We should do an SAFC Fan TV calendar, and you won't like this, Terry, but we should all be naked on it, covering our little bits and stuff like that. That'd be. I knew he'd be away. He doesn't like anything like that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Right then. Good defensive performance yesterday, I thought. Are you back? Have you been sorting out what month you want to be?
Aye.
Listen. Good defensive display yesterday, I thought. Like I said, I thought it was a hard watch, but like I said, good display from us. Another clean sheet, which is always a good thing. But I mean, should West Brom have done more? Had it been another team, do you think we might have struggled to get anything from that game, Mike?
I think if they'd have had Maja, maybe we'd have been in trouble.
He wasn't playing.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they only got 7 on target compared to like the 20 odd shots they had, and it was just finishing for them. But it's the same with every game at the moment. We're inviting this pressure on all the time, and it's great to see the defense absorbing it. And when they can do that, but that's just a stressful watch for everyone. Soon as they get it clear, it's coming back at us, and it's just block after block after block, saving Pato's ass and him making a great save as well at one point. But yeah, it's just painful to watch in that way.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, back on the chat. Ollie Alexander, Blackett Hagen. Try saying that when you've had a few. Sure. My lineup for Norwich: formation 4-3-3, attack Pato, Hume, Mepham, 09, Leo, Neil, Job, Oh God, I've even lost that. Right, we'll come back to that because we're going to get on to Norwich anyway. Alan Gardner says, "Oh, hello, Shah. I'm just going to shut up now." There you go. Emma, when was the last time we scored off a corner? Shah, good defensive performance yesterday, but had it been a more clinical team, do you think we would have struggled to come away with anything?
Yeah, I thought we were going to struggle anyway. Because I thought West Brom were going for it, but I was quite surprised with the result. But I'm pleased. But I did think they were going to give us a better run for the money than what they did. But I'm not complaining. As I say, I think we played better than what we've played, and I think West Brom played a little bit worse, which give us more.
Right, okay. Right, fair enough. Back to the chat. John Nesbitt says, we haven't the players with aggression to get on the end of a corner. We're a weak team, simple as that. Oh, dear. Emma gives up. I don't know why. Dan Wilkes, first time I've seen Terry's hair. Yes! Round of applause for Terry's hair. Woohoo! Yes, you always have a hat on. Why ain't you got your hat on?
Couldn't be asked tonight.
Oh, fair enough. Right, okay. Terry, another clean sheet, so that's a positive. But I mean, West Brom were poor, you know, really, when it comes to that final third, really. Would we have struggled against a better team, do you think?
I mean, what Emma said there about when was the last time we scored from a corner? We scored from last week's corner, didn't we? When HUUUUMMMEE got that goal. That was the way we played it.
Yeah,
it was
short corner,
back.
and then
It was the way they worked it. Yeah, that kind of play, that kind of you know, sort of game plan won't always work. It hasn't worked this season. We've let plenty of late goals, and that's the reason why it doesn't work. We're lucky that West Brom just didn't have the shooting boots on. They were just awful in the final third. We need to learn to pass the ball, you know, as simple as. I mean, we can't just hoof the ball away and expect to get the pressure again. That kind of game plan will see us undone in the playoffs. I'm afraid we need to up our game. Whether that's because we need someone like Lefay getting fit and talented with the passing ability in the centre of the park, that's what we may need to get. But it's looking, you know what? I said this in my preview earlier on the week. I said, now that the whole Tommy Watson things came out, we'll talk about it later on, it sort of knocks him out of the game plan a little bit. If Mundle gets his hamstring injury back, which he's done, then we're knackered. Lefay is in the same situation as Mundle. Lefay had a hamstring injury. He's just come back and Mundle's out. So if Lefay picks up a hamstring injury, then we're going to be absolutely knackered for the playoffs. So I think we've shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. But we need to really change our game plan going into the playoffs. We've got to try and score a couple of goals and not just sit on a 1-goal lead all the time.
Oh, no, well, it's doing my head in. I mean, it's like at my age, when you get the last 10 minutes and you're hanging on, it's not good. It ages me. I mean, that's why I look like I do. I know I should look a lot younger. Right.
You look great for 70, Phil.
The what?
You look great for 70.
Well, actually, and I'll give him a mention now because I didn't know she watched the show, but I've had some Botox this week. It's not taken effect yet. No, I know you're all like that. You're gone. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll give it a go. So I went because our lass was getting some done because she needs it more than me. And I was like, and we went in, and Sharon from Orchid Aesthetics on Sea Road said, "Oh, I watched the channel. So if you're watching, Sharon, me Botox is not working yet."
Are you sure it was Botox and not bull semen?
Well, who knows? Who knows? You know, don't knock the old bull semen until you've tried it.
I wouldn't know. I've never tried it, mate.
So Emma's tried it. Right, here we go. We had back to the chat down here. Ian Brown, Mike has a good point about Madja. Would have been a different game if he'd played. John Nesbitt, when you support SAFC, you live on the edge. Yeah, that's again why I look as old as I look. I've supported them that long. Peter Lashley says, great show as always, guys. Thank you very much, Pete. I have to agree with Terry. Lefay has to be played in a more central role. Isn't that his strongest position? Cracking player, but possibly wasted on the wing. Dave Common there, who's better known to everybody as Dave the Rave. We are Sunderland, is what he says. Reese says, top 2 by Easter. Don't start me off because I'm going to get onto that, and that'll get Terry's back up because he doesn't like it. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Because you said, listen, man, I've cancelled my hotel for Wembley. Well, I'll get onto that in a sec. Right.
You got no choice, or let's tell you, see.
55 people hit the like button. Just need another 45 to hit the 100. We've got 126 people on the stream. Hit the thumbs up. We'll take you a second. Get us on our way to 100, if you could, please. Thank you. Right then. Well, Lefay returned, came on. What were your thoughts? Shah, do you think he did all right in the time he came on?
Yeah. I think he's all right. He brings I cannot explain. I think some of our players are just lacking. Like, they're just, I don't know. There's nothing about them. They're just not interacting enough for me. But I think he's one of them, as well as Isidore, who you look at them and they want to play. Because some of them, I look at them and they're just not there. They just don't seem to be interested. But yeah, he's definitely one, as I say, along with Isidore, who I think is a good player. Like, he wants to play, so he gives the team like 100%.
I agree. He's definitely got talent. He's and he's one of them flair players. He'll he'll try something, put a great ball through was it for Isidore yesterday? And just he's just. But again, I mean, I like Roberts, and Roberts is the same sort of player. He'll have a go and he'll take people on, and I think Lefay is that type as well. Terry, Lefay, old Enzo there. How do you think he did when he came on?
Did he come on and just swap same for Roberts? So did Rig get moved over then? Did he play more further in the middle? What happened?
Rig was pushed out. Yeah.
I thought so, yeah. Like I say, Lefay's first game for a while, so I mean, end of the day, a few minutes on the pitch are doing the world of good. I would never have started him because of his hamstring injury. The hamstrings, they're just a nightmare. And unfortunately, they'll just plague the life out of you. Michael Owen was fast as anything until he got the hamstring injury, and that's what happens. When you get the hamstring injuries, unfortunately, Mundle, I think this is probably the undoing of Mundle over a period of time. I think he'll lose his pace a little bit, and it'll constantly be getting him. I mean, I hope he can get himself sorted out, spot on for next season, and he never suffers from it again. But it's just one of those injuries. If you've got the speed, it's going to happen because it's a sudden sharp burst of speed that pulls the hamstring. And Lefay, yeah, but we need him in the middle. We need him somewhere in the middle because I think we'll have to drop one in the middle three to bring Lefay into the game.
Right, okay. I echo what you say, Terry. Hamstrings, terrible because it can just, once they've gone, it just, you stretch and you're away again. I did mine years ago and it's never been the same. You can, and you're also aware of it. So you don't want to stretch as much. Not that I do any sport anymore, but Terry?
Did you used to run like back in the olden days, did you?
Not run, bit of football, played badly and stuff like that, very badly. But but that was it. That was it. When I was young, sort of 10 years ago.
I can imagine you being young like Phil.
Well, there you go. I used to be, you know what I mean? Right, okay. Back to the chat before I come to you on this. Mike, Dan Wilkes says, is Shah new to the SAFC Fan TV team? Well, Shah be coming on every now and again and having a say so. John Nesbitt says, Borough the team to watch if they end up in the playoffs. It's that thing we said about teams with momentum. We was on about Coventry a few weeks ago, but I did say I thought Coventry had peaked too soon. Borough are becoming good now, and what scares me is because the doorman at one of the bars I work is a massive Borough fan, and I've took the mickey out of him because we did the double over them this season, and he said it's all right, we'll do you in the playoffs. And I think,
well, the quadruple's even better.
Never a truer word, but we'll see, won't we? Robbie Mack, Leeds are falling apart again. We will come on to that as well. Mike Lefay, came on. What did you think? Were you impressed?
No. when he as a player in general, I think he's great. But I think by the time he came on, we'd resorted to this long ball, and he didn't get enough of the ball. We've got that quality in the middle, and we just weren't using him. That's the unfortunate thing. The only time we did get forward, it was going down the left, or it was going down like the right with Rig, and we just not playing anything through the middle. It's a waste of his talent. He's a cracking player. I rate him completely, and hopefully he's starting next week at full strength and stuff like that. But he didn't get touch.
So why do we not play through the middle, Mike? Is this because Job and Neil are just not good enough in an overall game against a good team like that?
I think Neil had a cracking game. And you know me, I'll jump on his back for anything. I'm not his biggest fan, but I think he had a cracking game. I don't know why. I can only say it's always rooted from the defence. It's the let's pass it around until we're under real pressure. Then we've got to hoof it and get it forward rather than just playing a ball out.
Is there a lack of confidence in the defenders to play at the midfielders? Are the midfielders too deep to actually get the ball and do anything with it? Or they're just panicking, hoofing the ball long?
Yeah, potentially. There's all sorts of factors that it could be, but I just generally think you see us pass it around at the back and it ends, and we'll pass it back to Pato when he's got a player running towards him. One simple slip, one simple mistake, and that's, a hospital ball.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, let me get back to the chat. John T says Lefay is magic and class above the rest. Here's an interesting one for you, Terry, because you was asking about this earlier. Good to have Gary Sleep on the chat says good to have Lefay back. Has to be played central to influence more of the game. If he's getting paid 65k, but he reckons Roma are paying 50% of it.
I think Roma will be paying half of it. There's no way in the world we'll be paying 65,000. No way.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Right, well, let's get on to this then. Okay, once again, if you can just hit the thumbs up for us. We're trying to get 100, as we always do, on a Sunday. We're on 72 at the moment. So, 28 away from 100. We've got 139 people on the stream at the moment. Just hit the thumbs up. And don't forget, subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. That will help us out, and it's free to subscribe. Just do both while you're on. Take a second. 6 games left. Stuart Arthur on the chat. Fully believe top 2 is possible. We have learned how to win ugly. Sheffield United and Leeds will drop more points. 6 games left. Is top 2 still possible? Shah.
No.
Oh! Oh!
Only because we panic. We panic.
You're doing so well as well.
I'm honest. No, we panic and it just doesn't happen. It's same old Sunderland.
Right. Okay. Hey, listen. It's all about opinions. That's all. Yes. And you're well entitled to yours. But just to counter that, Mike, top 2, is it possible?
Easy. I said second place since the start. It's still on. You heard it here first. You heard it on SAFC Fan TV on the first Sunday bunch we did. I said second place.
Yeah, and on that same show, I said 4th place. So it looks like I'm going to be getting the money there, Mike. But Terry, I mean, there's Leeds slipping up. I mean, they've 1 win in 6. Sheffield United lost. Sheffield United, we've got to play Burnley. We're winning. We're on a right roll here. Terry,
let's take this in parts. Let's take this in parts. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible because there's enough points there and teams can drop points. So it's not like impossible. It's mathematically possible. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Do I think it will happen? No. If there was 3 teams that got promoted from the league, only needed 1 team to totally fail, yes, much more of a possibility. Yes, Leeds have shot themselves in the foot because I think Daniel Farker made a right Farker up when he said, are Leeds going to get promoted this season, top 2? Oh, 100%, he said, when they were clear. You don't say things like that. So, yeah, they've made a bit of a boob. Burnley, absolutely amazing. Only lost 2 games all season, let in 12 goals all season. They're getting promoted in the top 2. And I can't say Sheffield United losing 3 games and us winning 3 games out of 6 to go. It's a hard ask. You know, at the end of the day, we all want it to happen. It's mathematically possible, but in my opinion, we won't.
I know, but I mean, you got to look at it like this. You know, on Tuesday night, right? Leeds are playing. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring this up because I forgot now. Mike, do you know who Leeds are playing on Tuesday? It's all right. Leave it. I've got it here. We're all right. Right on Tuesday night, Leeds are away to Middlesbrough. Right, Middlesbrough on form. All right. So really, you know, I mean, that could be another one with Leeds.
I'll make a prediction now. I'll make a prediction. Leeds will beat Middlesbrough on Tuesday night.
I agree.
Right? And if they don't, will you come on the Sunday Bunch topless next week?
Who are you talking to?
Me.
You sure? No, I mean, because I know Terry won't. He won't. Right, listen. Sheffield United on Tuesday are at home to Millwall, and you think nailed on. Millwall, and now because of that win yesterday, are just outside the top 6. All right, and they need to win all their games now. So that's no, you know, I mean, you look at it on
Millwall were awful at Sunderland last week. Sheffield United are definitely guaranteed Cooper win there.
Oxford beat them. Oxford, I mean, that says anything can happen.
Yeah, they
right?
make a blip. They've had a blip, but I think they'll bounce back at home.
Burnley on Tuesday night are away to Derby County. And
guaranteed 3 points. There's a Coopman. There's a Coopman straight away. Leeds, Sheffield, and Burnley, and even Sunderland. There you go. 4 in the bag. 4 victories.
Sorry, man. But Derby County, I think they're on a bit of a roll now. Derby County.
They're knackered Derby now, man. They're knackered. Burnley led in 12 goals all season. We lost 2 games. Oh, it's absolute banker on the Coopman. That one, isn't it?
Listen, every time I put my football bets on this time of year, they always go tits up. And they go.
Well, why don't you back those 3? Back Leeds, Sheffield, and Burnley.
No. Right. Well, look. I mean, what about Fulham today beating Liverpool? Liverpool, you know,
Liverpool have lost the form completely. And like I said to our lads, because she's a massive Liverpool fan, just as well. They got the points in the bag, but there's no way Liverpool are going to lose the league. They're not going to, lose 4 games out of the last 7. And Arsenal are going to win the last 4 games out of 7. It's not going to happen. They've got the games in the bag, but since Liverpool lost the Champions League, they felt the bits. They haven't got the in-depth of squad. The players are getting old. Like Robertson and Nunez, they need to be shipped out and get some better quality players in. This slot needs to build his own side next season, not rely on the old brigade that Klopp had a really good time with. So, but teams do get beaten. And if teams are at the top of the table, they'll have a slip because they go, we're 11 points clear or 12 points clear. They'll not put 100% in. They'll get a kick up the backside because they've lost. They'll come out fighting next game.
Right. Let's go on the chat then quickly. So Dan Wilkes says, top 2, is it possible? Tony Lee says, no, it's not. Emma will guarantee top 4. Yeah, that's it. Emma, I'd love to go up automatically. Can't afford Wembley. So top 2 is on, 6 games still to play. John Nesbitt says top 2, not a cat in hell's chance. Get a grip, lads. John, man, are we allowed a bit of positivity? I don't like to be a realist.
If I'm being completely honest with everybody, and I'll be completely honest, I don't think we're playing good football. I really don't.
I tend to agree, but 3 points is 3 points, right?
It is, I know, but that won't always work against all the teams you're playing against.
No,
you've got to have a plan B. And
if
how many chances did we create yesterday?
If we played like we played yesterday against any of the top 3 or 4 teams around us, then we'd have been punished massively.
Yeah, the thing is though, and I agree. I mean, we're not in the best of form. I mean, when we started the start of the season, we were like flipping Barcelona, and we were great and that. But we're winning games, and
it's the thing, isn't it? It's the problem is it's having the strong squad, and we just don't have a strong squad. We just haven't got the bodies on the bench throughout the whole of the season to cover players in different positions. And now with the whole Watson situation, he didn't even bring Watson on yesterday because he knew the situation. A lot of the fan base are not happy with the situation. Why on earth do we even announce it is beyond me.
Right. Well, yeah, look, I'm going to come on to that just now anyway. So Just very quickly, Steve Walker says, I think Leeds will get beat at Borough. Ian Brown says, I'd rather play Borough in the playoffs than Coventry. I think Coventry are horrible.
Yeah.
They are horrible, Coventry. But I think, like I said, I do think they've peaked too soon. Right, okay, quickly from you then. What about a man of the match for you yesterday? Terry?
I thought Mipham had a really good game. I thought 09 defence was good, but I think Hume, for me, like, he's just getting better and better, and he just seems to be absolutely on fire at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Shah, man of the match, or player of the match, as they call it now?
Yeah, Hume as well, but I did think Patwo has upped his game a little bit. He was looking a bit tired and a bit like, don't know, sloppy, where I think yesterday he seemed to have upped his game a little bit yesterday. I know he didn't have much to do, but I don't know, I felt it was a little bit stronger from him yesterday. I know he gets loads of shit as well, so I don't know if that's affecting him. But
well, yeah, fair enough. I did see on social media that he was saying he needs a bit of competition for his place, because there's not really anybody pushing him down. I've come to you just now, Terry, because they're interesting. John T on this is Luke and I, or Pato as well, agreeing with you there, Shah. Terry?
Who says player of the match? Is this just because when women's football's played, they're frightened to say woman of the match? It's got to be player of the match. So we've got to change how we do it and say we can't say man of the match. Who say it? I never anybody say player of the match. Who says player of the match these days anyway?
Homo sapien of the game.
They do it on. Everybody does it. Do it on Sky. Don't get me started.
The load of bollocks. It's absolute load of bollocks.
If you start me on this walk show, we'll be here for another hour. Because that's just.
We haven't even got a ball boy anymore. We've got ball persons.
Oh God, honestly,
I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but it's not a ball boy, it's ball person.
It's just gone nuts.
That's just so we don't offend somebody.
Oh,
I think.
It's nuts. Just when Nigel Farage gets in, he'll sort it all out for us. So, right. If we don't, Mike, you're man of the match.
I mean, it would be Hume, but I'll be different, and I'm going to give it to Neil. Based on the fact he's the only one that brought it down, was turning, trying to play it through the centre, and it's what we need. He was the only one doing the type of player we need to see. And he had a good game compared to his usual, his last couple of performances. So I'm going to give it to Neil. It's a bit of a charity give, but I'm going to give it to Neil.
Yeah, I tend to agree, Mike. I thought Neil was pretty good yesterday, and he's had his fair share of stick over the weeks. Right, just very quickly, we got 172 people on the stream at the moment, 87 likes. So we've got I'm so superstitious, I don't like to say it, but 30 more people will hit our magical 100 we like to get on a Sunday. Before I do come to Tommy Watson, what we're going to discuss, football prizes once again are doing an absolutely superb Sunderland competition, and there's some handsome guy going to tell you all about it now. Football prizes are running a fantastic competition, a must for any Sunderland fan. The biggest ever Sunderland competition so far. Superb prizes, and the best news of all, it'll only cost you 39p to enter. Yes, 39 pence to enter into the competition. Fantastic first prize of a squad signed shirt in a custom LED frame as well. Various other prizes, too many to list, to be honest. There is Bellingham shirts, 09, Isidore, Rig. They are all in there, signed and framed in the LED frame. There's home and away squad signed shirts. Lots to be won, including over 100 instant win prizes as well. You can enter via the link, which is in the description. Get yourself in there. 39 pence, an absolute must for any Sunderland fan. Thanks to Football Prizes. So there you go. And Terry's gone missing. Just very quickly on that thing, 39 pence to enter. And like we said, there's instant win prizes. So, instantly when you enter, you might win a prize. And somebody actually messaged me. Somebody paid the 39 pence and won a signed, I don't know if it's Roberts or someone, instantly won a signed shirt. And there's like loads to give away. So 39 pence. There's a link in the description, and Tom, SAFC Tom, has put the link in the chat as well. Terry?
I couldn't find them.
The what?
The handsome guy.
Handsome guy.
The handsome guy. You couldn't find him.
I couldn't find him.
Oh, wait, man. Behave yourself. That's not very nice, is it? What's that called now? I think that's called bullying, isn't it? And then they call that bullying. Right, listen. Let's get on to Tommy Watson. All right, the news came out. He's going to sign for Brighton end of the season and all that. Simple question, first of all. Could this be Jack Clark 2.0? Terry?
Look, I haven't got a problem with him going into the season. I haven't got a problem with the sale of Tommy Watson. I've got a problem if he wants to leave. It's his life and entirely up to him what he does with his future. I wish him all the best. But my issue is actually announcing this. And I'm not going with the whole bollocks where they say, well, Brighton was going to announce it. You could have turned around and said, right, in the contract, you don't announce this till the season's over, and just keep it in-house, because nothing good is going to come out of announcing this whole thing. It's just going to, make some people upset.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, Tony Lee on the chat says, yes, none tonight, Jeff, which refers to when we used to have the 3 Vs on, apparently. So don't ask. Shaw, could Tommy Watson be a Jack Clark 2.0? I mean, Jack Clark was flying for us, went to Ipswich, not worked for him. He sort of disappeared off the radar. Could it be the same for Tommy Watson, do you think?
Yeah, well, I agree with Terry, really. It's all about the money. It's all about like getting the time on the pitch. And if he wants to go, that's up to him. But it's done nothing for the fans announcing it now. I was quite shocked. I didn't know he wanted to go. I thought everything was fine. But as I say, he's a young lad. More money, more play. I just think it's a good move for him, to be fair. Not for us, but you've got to do what you've got to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is that thing. Is they'll massively increase his wages for a size, just a young lad. So, and football career is not a long career, and so you got to do that. And a young lad his age wants to play in the Premier League, and yes, massive Sunderland fan, been here since what? 9-year-old or something, 6-year-old, or a massive amount of time. But there's still no guarantee. I'm sure in his heart he'd love to play in the Premiership, for Sunderland. But he's got the chance now to play in the Premier League and do that. I just fear that, could it be too soon? Could it be Jack Clark 2.0, Mike? Could it be?
Wait, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go on, I'll bring you in quickly, Terry.
I mean, you say it too soon. I mean, there's no guarantee he'd get all the game time with Sunderland next season. If Mundell was fit and played a full season, he might be down the pecking order there. I mean, Brighton have a similar club to Sunderland, but obviously at a higher level. They sell players on that, they bring players through, and they sell them off for like 100 million or whatever. So whoever's in his position might get sold in the summer. So he might get more of an opportunity next season. And even if he doesn't, he'll obviously get bench time. He'll get other games. So I still think it's a good move for him if he wants to do it. Like I said before, I wish him all the best. It's his life. If he wants the money, rather than more game time, I suppose at Sunderland, he probably would get more game time at Sunderland than he will at Brighton. But it depends how it develops over the summer. And it's just the way it's all been gone about. It's just a bit of taste and announcing it now and just instead of just holding it back.
Right, okay. Mike, Jack Clark 2.0. What do you think?
I think it was a no-brainer to accept it. 10 million for a player. I mean, if you look at his record on paper, it's not great. We know what his potential could be, but players like that with that potential have gone this way and have gone completely this way. I mean, the best thing for him is he's gone to a club that develops players, like Terry says. And that's the best thing. If he'd have gone to someone like Liverpool or something like that, he would have just literally sat on the bench, gone with the youth team, and might have fell off the face of football. But I think he's got a good chance of developing. I think for us as a club, we shouldn't be getting rid of somebody in that position if we could avoid it. but it's an offer like that you can't turn down.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, I'm reading through the chat here. Interestingly, Gary Sleep says breaks stock exchange rules for Brighton, so I'm assuming they're on the stock market, and they have to announce things like this immediately, apparently. So if that's the case, like I say, I don't know. I don't know.
My head, that, like,
well, I don't know. I don't know myself, but if that's right, then you can see why that was.
I still don't understand why they could have had the deal in place and then just done it in the summer.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe there is a reason for it being announced. I don't know. John T said we should sell Rig for as much as we can get. He was off again against West Brom and wasn't subbed. He's saying, Pixel Rich says the announcing of this Watson business is totally baffling to me. Why now? Again, which was saying Dan Wilkes, £40 million asking price for Rig. Money talks, just saying, and all that. Is it? I mean, what we on? What we got? 9 minutes left. Is it a good move for Tommy Watson? Good business by the club. Mike, do you think?
Yeah, good, definitely good business. It's all profit. It's just at that level where I think they couldn't have said no. If it come in at 5 million, 6 million, with squad depth is an issue for us. We know it, but at least
Mike,
with 10 million, we can reinvest.
Mike, do you think we'll reinvest the money, or do you think did they? I might be reading this wrong, but did Louis Jeffries, did he write off our debt or something? Did he write off the debt or pay the debt off? Was it
apparently so, and I'm hoping it does get reinvested in the team. It seems like the original model has broke a bit this season, and we're getting experienced players in, and we're splashing a bit of money. So I'm hoping that 10 million goes straight into the club, because any man and his dog can see we're lacking in depth when you've got half the youth team on your bench.
Or is this maybe is Louis thinking, well, I've wrote off the debt of 8 million. If that's true, I don't know if it's true. I'll have that money back now. I don't know.
I don't think you can write it off legally and then claim it back afterwards.
If you've written off, I think he can do what he wants, can't he?
Well, yeah. I mean,
get the money back on the sale.
It could disappear in the books, I'm sure, but let's just hope it's good intentions.
Right. Okay. Shah, good move for Tommy Watson. A good business by the club. Do you think?
Yeah, but I am a bit worried that they're going to invest the money back in the club. I really can't see that happening. We are a club where I've thought, where's the money gone? When we've sold other players and you've worked it out. But as I say, I don't know the boot work. I don't know what they're spending behind the doors. I don't know what they owe. So, but I am worried that it won't be invested back in the club.
Right. Okay. Just very quickly, I want to give a shout out to Kimberly Bales, who's rejoined as a member. Come have a round of applause, please, for Kimberly. Thank you very much. Don't forget, if you do want to join the channel as a member, it's less than 50 pence a week. And of course, the channel doesn't make a profit, still comes out of my pocket down here, and our last gives us a hard time to keep it running. So it's all gratefully accepted. If you want to join, just become a member. Like I said, it's less than 50 pence a week. You can do that and become a member, and we'll love you forevermore.
And help Billy towards his next Botox treatment.
Yeah, try and get one, and I need it. Right, okay. People here saying, David says, have we got a percentage sell-on clause? Ian Brown says 20%. 20% apparently. Emma, our very own Emma, says, will the club put the money back into buying players? That's the question. John Nesbitt says, don't be stupid, Emma.
Yep.
So
I agree.
So there you go. Terry, we are quickly running out of time, so let's try and keep this brief if we can. Terry, should Tommy Watson still be included in the squad then?
Yeah, but I don't know. I hate to see him get any kind of abuse of anybody for what's happened, because at the end of the day, I think that would be totally wrong, because you've got to support the players that come off the bench regardless. And if we need him, we've got to use him. And I'm hoping he's fit enough and he puts in 100. I'm sure he put a shift in. But will Brighton let us play him? Is it just, maybe is it all cloak and daggers? Is he on the bench, but is he not really going to get any game time?
It could be he could get injured as well. I mean, I don't know.
Now that Mundell's getting injured, it's going to force the hand because we're going to have to. I mean, we can't just constantly play Meander out there and play Sador up top and not have one of them, on the bench to cover the other one as a striker. So,
right, okay.
Are we going to put Lefay back on the left again? But for me, if Watson's fit enough and he's allowed to play and he'll put 100% shift in, then there's no reason why he can't play.
All right, Terry, you know when I said keep it brief, thanks for...
You got plenty of time, Phil, don't worry about it.
So keeping it brief. Just very quickly, Ollie Alexander's asking you a question. Terry, why don't you go to away matches?
The screen went off, what did you say?
Why don't you go to away matches, apparently?
I don't have the time. I got to the home matches. I played plenty of away matches when I was younger.
I know. That's same here. I've been home and away every game in certain seasons, but as you get more commitments, you can't always do that. Shaw, should he still be included in the squad?
Yes,
Tommy Watson?
Definitely, and I hope he does play, and I hope that the fans do give him the recognition that he deserves. Because as I say, he's gone, and he has been good for us, and he does deserve the more money, and he just deserves it. So, yeah, I hope he does get a game, and I hope the fans are kind. I will be.
Yeah, I mean, they've got. I mean, he's come good at the right time, and that, and if there has been a reason for announcing it, when they have, because they've had to do it, then it even makes more sense that the fans don't get on his back. And like you say, if Mundell, has a hard time with injuries and stuff like that, it could be that we need him. No point just freezing him out if we're going to need him. Mike, should he still be included in the squad?
Yeah, he put out quite a mature statement about the whole thing. I think he's a Sunderland lad through and through. He's come up all the way through, like the kiddie setup, all the way up. I think he'll still give 100%. He'll want to impress his future owners and stuff like that. And even if we were trying to rest him on the bench, I think our hand is going to be forced in these next few games now.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, because I've missed it in here, but somebody was asking when we did the football prizes, Dale Boyd, the football prizes competition, massive Sunderland competition, is asking how do you pay. There's a link in the description. If you just go to that'll take you to the football prizes website. Click on it, 39p. Get yourself entered and do
Splashed
that.
out. I've just got myself one ticket.
Did you have? I don't like to tell my wife, but I bought 10 the other day and stuff like that, and she'll say, "What?" Because I get wrong for spending money. Because that's what happens when you're married. You just, isn't that right, Mike? You get all that. Oh, you're not allowed to spend this, that, and the other. I
got divorced. I can spend what I want.
Yay!
Sorry.
If you won the lottery, you could go to every game that you wanted to go to. You wouldn't have to work during the week. Life would be such amazing, wouldn't it? But obviously, the well gets dry. The well gets dry over the years, Phil.
Right. Okay. Listen. Right, we're running out of time now. We've got a couple of minutes, so I'm just more or less going to go for predictions. Norwich versus Sunderland on Tuesday. Straight to predictions because that's all we've got time for. Oh, go on then, Terry. What do you want to say?
I'm going to be awful and I'm going to do Meander up top, Watson on the left, Lefay replaces Wig, but Lefay goes as a number 10. There we go.
Right, okay. I was going to ask what changes were made, but as usual, we've talked for that long. We've just run out of time. And when
2-1 Sunderland.
When you're a grafter and you've got to go to work, like I've got to do, I've got to cut it fine. So, Terry, your prediction Tuesday night, Norwich versus Sunderland. What do you think?
2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland. We'll take that. Shaw?
1-0 Sunderland.
1-0 Sunderland. Keep banging in them goals, I see, don't we? Mike, you're going to come up with a 6-0 or something, aren't you?
3-0. I'll go half of that. Half as confident as the 6-0, but 3-0. We're due a decent win. We're due some form, and hopefully they learnt from the last two games.
Well, that would be nice. And, well, you know what? For a change, I'm going to go Norwich 1, Sunderland 3. I think we'll have a nice 3-1 win on that, and we'll see how we do. So that just about wraps it up. Thanks, lads and lasses. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. It was canny. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We do like to get 100 likes on a Thursday, and already we're on 110. Yay! But you can still keep in that like. Don't forget, of course, if you've not subscribed to the channel as well, please subscribe. It's free to do so, and that does help us out. Mike, do you want to give Black Cats TV a plug and what you'll be doing? Will you be doing a live stream on Tuesday?
Yes, we'll be doing a live commentary as usual. It'll be a last minute and half an ASMR stream as I try and eat my lunch as I run through the door to start the stream. So it'll be interesting. But yes, we'll be doing a live stream and then talking about it afterwards.
Fantastic. Terry, will you be doing a live stream on the old Mad Mistake there?
Yeah, I'll be doing a live stream. And I want to say a big thank you to all the men and women out there. Thank you for watching the live stream. Woohoo!
Honestly, he gets a new toy. He's with fireworks. He's indoor fireworks, and it goes to his head. Well, we'll also have a live stream on SAFC Fan TV as well on Tuesday for the Norwich game. So we're tuning in for that. Shaw, thanks for joining us. You've done a great job. We thought you was tremendous, and apologies for people thinking that you was Emma and a boy at one point, but there we go. Listen. Do you just want to say bye to everybody? Mike, just say bye to everybody, please.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Terry?
Goodbye, everybody.
Is that it? Shall say bye to everybody.
Bye.
There you go. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your pals about it and to get on board with SAFC Fan TV. If you are a member of the channel, watch for your name in the credits at the end, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.